This is going to get a lot of people sick, and we're going to watch a lot of people get injured. So, guys, this is going to be on a a specific technology that's being developed for new arm tickets. Now, supposedly, I think there's 500 new arm tickets on the way within the next couple of years. I think in the next 2 to 3 years, 500 new arm tickets. The technology in 30 of them is something that we should definitely be nervous about for those taking it. And I'll tell you why. Now, this new arm ticket that's coming out, it's a self-amplifying or self-replicating arm ticket. That means that once the dose is in the body, it starts to replicate itself, and it triggers the immune system to protect itself against whatever nonsense is out there in the world or whatever nonsense they're trying to stir up. And I say stir up because scientists are still digging in ice and shit and waking up new cells and all kinds of shit that, like, what could go wrong kind of deal. That, right? People waking up zombie viruses and cells and things. You got to look. If you do the research and you look up the things that scientists are doing, like they woke up 2 worms from the ice age, why would you do that? Not the point. The point, guys, is that this mRNA is not an mRNA. It's actually called saRNA. So it's a new type of technology that they are currently working on. Supposedly India and China have it together already, but I couldn't find anything on those 2 countries having something substantial yet. But everybody in the medical field is definitely working on this. And they're trying to figure out a way how to make an arm ticket self-amplify or self-replicate itself when it's in the body. Here's the bigger problem. There's a lot of problems with this, but this is a really big problem. It doesn't turn off. You can't get it out of the body once it's in. And the problem, again, multiple problems, but another problem with it is that they didn't say it in anything I read, but from what I read and the science behind it, it definitely looks like it can replicate in other people. So if your partner takes this arm ticket and you guys have sex or just kiss or maybe even touch skin, that this new technology in the arm ticket could get into your body and then start self-replicating or self-amplifying. That's the problem. Now, we don't know, I know what's going to happen to people who take this arm ticket. I could all but bet my bottom dollar that this is definitely, without a doubt, going to cause more Mr. C's in people, cancers. People are definitely going to get sick a lot faster, and people are going to have adverse reactions to it and pass away almost immediately. I would say some people, a lot of people, within the first 24 hours of taking it, they're going to be on their asses for good. And why this should scare you? Because if somebody you know took this, you are going to have to quarantine that person away from you, or you quarantine yourself from everybody else who's taking this nonsense. Now, this technology is a few years away. I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden they released it next year, but from everything I read, it looks like it's a couple of years away. And they're trying to push this new technology ahead of the regular mRNA. And they're getting away from the old style of arm tickets we used to take when we were kids. So they're trying to make this like the forefront or the front runner, if you will, for arm ticket technology. And people taking this are undoubtedly going to experience the worst kind of passing away they have ever experienced in their entire life. I could see a lot of things going wrong with this. And the fact, guys, that they are, feverishly working on this technology tells me 2 things. They want to make money in a hurry, or something big is coming that they are calculating, looking at the pattern, seeing something big coming, and they want to figure this out. Or they're just trying to usher in the 2030 agenda and wipe a lot of people off the planet. There is that. And I don't know to what capacity they're going to let this thing go. Is it going to ravage the body, or is it going to stay specifically in certain spots of the body and only activate when a new virus enters the body and this thing gets activated and attacks that problem in the body. There is that kind of technology that they're working on, which would be almost cool because it can also cure cancer in a way. But if this thing doesn't have any kind of restrictions, off to the races. A lot of people are going to wind up contaminating other people without even ever having to touch them. Maybe just being in a room and talking. So this, guys, can definitely be a problem that we're not seeing, because while we're all looking at the sky for this alien craft to pass by, and everybody's looking at the ground because all these earthquakes around the Ring of Fire are activating, we have volcanoes going off left and right. Everybody seems to be staring at Yellowstone right now to see what's going to happen there. We are all looking everywhere else but where we need to be, and that's in the medical and science community, which they're developing things in leaps and bounds and then surprising us with it, because we were so concerned with everything else. We're not concerned with what the science community and the medical community is doing, which is developing a potential monster that can wipe out the planet. Other than that, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Prepper channel.